मिर्जापुर द फिल्म बन रही है. मैंने जितनी कहानी सुनी है बहुत ज़्यादा मज़ेदार है. बहुत ही ज़्यादा मज़ेदार है.
More than all the fire, water, temperature, the fight to reach Film City at a particular time and beating by traffic was the toughest
That supersedes everything.
That was the
So
toughest
finally
part.
on the set you feel, okay, this is easy.
Yeah, set feels like you've reached your comfort space of your, it becomes your house.
मुझे मुन्ना करने के बाद एक भी सिमिलर कैरेक्टर
नहीं आया.
And I've done all the different characters as possible, including Railwayman, Madgaon. I have 3 more projects where the character is completely different.
I think he's going to change it from Amazon Prime to Amazon Crime.
No, not everything is crime.
No,
Not everything is crime. Yes.
Neither is Agni.
Yeah.
I could be Divyendu Prime Sharma though.
They will do Prime Sharma.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Hello and welcome to OTT Play. This is Shubham Kulkarni, and in conversation with me today is Team Agni. जिन्होंने मुझे कहा है कि मुझे उन्हें उठाने की जरूरत है बिकॉज पूरा दिन इंटरव्यूज करे हमने. तो पहले तो मुझे बता दो मैं कौन सा सवाल नहीं पूछूं आपको कि मैंने दिन भर बहुत
के
ज्यादा
बारे में कुछ बताइए.
हाँ
आइडिया कहाँ से आया मत पूछिए. फीमेल फायर फाइटर्स के बारे में मत पूछिए.
ओके.
आप लोगों दोनों का बैंटर था उसके
please
बारे में
go,
मत
please,
पूछिए. रईस के बारे में मत पूछिए.
You got all your answers,
बाकी
man.
जो भी पूछना है पूछ लीजिए. नो प्रॉब्लम.
नहीं मेरे पास है सवाल, डरिए मत आप.
Wow.
Perfect. Very
Chaliye.
nice. Now let's.
We're talking.
But on that note, Divyendu, how does it feel to be the uncrowned prince of Amazon Prime Video at this point? Because मतलब मुन्ना भैया to Madgaon Express to
crown
Agni to
prince.
again Mirzapur the film.
Yeah.
मतलब
I was born for it, man.
I think he's going to change it from Amazon Prime to Amazon Crime.
No, not everything is crime.
No, not
not everything is crime. Yes.
Neither is Agni.
Yeah.
I could be Divyendu Prime Sharma though.
They will do Prime Sharma.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Prime D.
Prime D. Yes.
Prime
That's
D.
a good title.
Yeah.
That is.
Yeah.
But since we're talking about Agni here, the story is not something कि run of the mill content नहीं है ये.
Yeah.
This is not a story you get every day. Now, when you guys read the script, when you write it, tell me what is that one thing that sticks और आप बोलते हो कि नहीं ये तो करना ही है मुझे.
Specifically what you said, it's not run of the mill.
Yes.
You don't get these kind of scripts every day or more frequently. So something like this comes to you, you feel privileged, you feel lucky कि ये आया है, and it's a well-written script, well-written character, a new world that we've never seen, even as an audience. So I guess that's the first thing that came to my mind, and I said yes, I'm doing this.
और नहीं करना है मुझे could also be कि इसे क्लीशे तरीके से नहीं करना है. You know, we have to give it respect.
Yeah.
But we have to show it in a new light. We have to show their sacrifice as realistically as possible. So not to make them a cardboard figure. You know, कि heroes हैं और ये हैं. Rather than you show what they do and let people decide whether they are heroes or not.
That's amazing.
I feel as actors, we are waiting for a director to say jump in the fire. And it's very exciting when you get to in all these years of Hindi cinema there hasn't been a film made on firefighters. So I think we're just waiting to hear him say jump.
Quite literally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I don't know. We write a lot of stories, a lot of ideas. One of them sticks, and this one is that because it is tested over time, and not just when you write it, when people read it, when people accept to do the film. Because a lot of times when people don't want to do a film, you know, which we write, or producers don't want to produce it. So when all that happens, then you know that something is right. And I think the soul of this film is firefighters,
yes.
or firemen, or fire people, because it's about them. And the challenge is to make it engaging and entertaining, because it's not a documentary on fire or firefighters. It's not. So one has. So I think that was the challenge, and then the casting becomes a challenge, and even the making of it. So I think it's the idea which sticks, and over time, which it has, I think. So that's why we want.
And while you said it, it's almost a superhero film, right?
Yeah.
It is. But that brings me to you, sir. When you talk about Agni now, the gap between the two films has been longer. जब आप एक मूवी शाहरुख खान के साथ कर लेते हैं, तो it's a milestone. लोग कहेंगे कि मतलब इसके बाद आप क्या ही प्रूव करोगे which is bigger than that. Tell me, how has life been for you in that period in terms of curating work, in terms of finding funding for your films?
See, Excel produced Raees, Excel produced this. So
Yes.
for me, that was, I mean, and for any director, that's a very, very comforting factor that you have the same team working with you, the same producer working with you. The trust factor is very important because once you have build a trust, then it's also the ability you get to make a film the way you want to make it, the story you want to say, the way you want to say it. Also, Farhan and Ritesh have been extremely involved with it from the word get-go, you know, because they, so creatively, there's a support over there. The entire team of Excel, whether it's Qasim, Vishal, everyone. Also, the dialogue writer, Vijay, came in, and you know, and so the whole Ritesh's backing as you as a producer, because this is an expensive film to make. Yeah?
It is.
You know, and when we went into making this film, we know that this is the film we are making, and to be able to execute that with almost no compromise is very creditable to the producers, I would say. We have to do our job, we would have to do anyway, and then something which you have thought of eventually comes on screen. That itself is a high for people like me, at least. Yeah.
That's so true. But you guys, Agni, Madgaon Express, Do Do Pyar, these are the characters we want you guys to play, want you guys to see on the big screen. लेकिन ये हर रोज तो नहीं आ रहा आपके पास. वो वाला क्लाउड भी है जो शायद आपको वर्जन्स ऑफ मुन्ना भैया बनाना चाहता है. वो वाला क्लाउड भी आपको शायद वर्जन्स ऑफ हर्षद मेहता बनाना चाहता है. इनको ना कितने बार कहोगे आप, और फिर क्या मतलब हाउ डू यू कम आउट ऑफ दैट लूप?
With funnily, no, with me what happened is you would think कि मुन्ना करने के बाद बहुत आया होगा. मुझे मुन्ना करने के बाद एक भी similar character
नहीं आया.
And I've done all the different characters as possible, including Railwayman, Madgaon. I have 3 more projects where the character is completely different. So it just happened so nicely with me, for me also, that you know, just people just saw me in a different light. And after that light, maybe that light of neutrality towards an actor came, and then they started looking at me in different colors. So with me, it happened beautifully.
And that's the
thankfully.
same thing that happened. After Harshad's character that I played, nobody offered me character similar to Harshad's character.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, I find myself really lucky that people were able to see me in different characters. Like when Kunal offered me Madgaon, I was really happy that at least somebody thought me in this kind of comedy characters. Otherwise, it is very difficult for an actor to come out of your strongest image as a character and then find another work.
No, see, that's where I think we have to give due credit to OTT, where it makes, I mean, more than anyone, the directors or the makers more fearless.
Yes.
You know, they are willing to experiment because they have seen an experiment going successfully. You know, now they know, oh, we can also do something like that. So, due credit.
Yeah, because a lot of the actors, no, most of the actors would want to experiment with different characters. I'm sure. Nobody wants to be a prisoner of their own image.
Correct.
But when this gets reciprocated by the makers, that's when the win-win situation comes.
But is it same on the big screen?
Yeah.
On the films?
Yeah.
It has changed now. I think after COVID, you know, during that COVID when OTT came, I think it has changed forever now. Now, let me tell you, it doesn't matter whether I play Munna again, he plays Harshad again. If the film or the story doesn't excite them, they're not gonna watch it.
Yeah.
It's as simple as that. No matter how big a name you are as a director, writer, producer, actor, whatever, whoever you are, if they don't like it, they're not gonna go to the big screen and watch it.
Largely, that's what we've been experiencing.
Which is how it should be.
Yeah, which is how it should be. Yeah,
No,
it's
they should go and watch, yeah. They should go and watch.
No, they should go and watch. What happens is the good stories and characters. No, good stories and characters are what.
नहीं, even then also word of mouth spread.
Yeah, word of mouth.
It does.
तो होता है. But yeah, even मतलब half of the people won't really understand Oppenheimer for that matter, but they'll go because they show that respect towards the filmmaker and the film.
That's true.
So that I think we are reaching somewhere that point where people are very aware what they want to watch.
बस उसी जर्नी पर टिके रहे हम.
हाँ
Yeah,
टिके
yeah,
रहेंगे
yeah.
बिल्कुल टिके रहेंगे यार आई थिंक हो गया है अभी वो टीदिंग हो गया है उनका सही अभी अभी करेक्ट है सब
But Sammy, the roles you do, the ones you pick, are not easy. And of course, the frequency is also not that high. Tell me in that case, जब आप मतलब the waiting period is too long कि इस साल शायद मेरी 4 फिल्म्स नहीं आएंगी पर एक ही आएंगी but visibility का भी factor है. How do you process that in your head?
I go and go diving or go run a race because I'm not don't know if this rat race is something which I can survive with. So I have to do something that keeps me happy. What keeps me happy is being in front of camera for 365 days of the year. But sometimes those opportunities don't come my way. So there is no bitterness, there's no crying, there's nothing. And it's about I want to experience life that will maybe make me a better actor.
Yeah.
And I'll keep living my life because there is, for me, I love acting. That's really genuinely the happiest space that I can be in. But there is much more to life, and I think I want to continue experiencing all of that and hope that makers and producers give me work for 365 days a year, because for me work is a holiday. It genuinely is, and you get to make friends. For me in Bombay, my family has become most of my directors who have spent so much time with, and I really genuinely value all that. उसमें चलो if फिल्म कमर्शियली बहुत सक्सेसफुल शो फिल्म बन गई तो उस वो तो चांदी है, but it's never about I'm going out there because I want a 100 crore film. It's about doing something that keeps you happy. That's always been the journey, but manifestation is I hope I keep working all year round.
Okay, but then this is a show where there's lots of action. यहाँ आग भी है. What is the toughest day on set look like?
Toughest day, I mean, every day we were fighting with fire.
Every day.
So we were getting into fire. Yeah, I mean, and the first 22 nights that we shot this film.
22 nights.
22 nights, almost 50% of the film
Yeah.
that we did a night shoot. Okay. So I guess that it's then getting into fire there are a lot of variables. So fire, water, a lot of smoke.
Yes.
You know, with all these things that when you have to do a retake, every reset would take 25-30 minutes. So it taught a lot of patience to us.
But for me, I think more than all the fire, water, temperature, the fight to reach Film City at a particular time and beating by traffic was the toughest
That supersedes
part.
everything.
That was the
So
toughest.
finally on the set you feel, okay, this is easy.
Yeah, set feels when you've reached your comfort space of it becomes your house, you know, it becomes your quarters, it becomes your house. The toughest part is the commute.
सबसे बड़ा struggle वही है वहाँ पहुँचना.
Yeah, that's the reason he shifted near the shoot location.
Yeah, I shifted at the hotel. Yeah. But for me, the toughest part was the last day of shoot there because then these guys would not be there now.
Yeah.
So that was.
Yeah,
because
but
we had
last
good
day
fun,
of
yeah,
the
making
shoot is
film.
really, you feel that you're going to miss the whole team and the whole vibe and everything.
And that's the most successful thing of a project is if you don't want, there are certain projects which you wish when is ending. And it's unfortunate that also happens when you don't have the best people surrounding you. But when you have a project like this, it just...
That's amazing. But now, आप अग्नि लेकर आ रहे हो, the show on Amazon.
Show नहीं, film.
Film. I'm so sorry. Film लेकर आ रहे हो on Amazon. Now, when there's a film that's releasing on OTT, does it change anything for you?
No, I guess I've got best of my life's phase from OTT. No complaints for
Yeah,
that.
I think it's in a way even more tougher because you know there is no compulsion here for people to watch.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
They can switch anytime. any
Yeah,
moment.
they can just check out anytime they want to. So to keep them going and keep them interested in something like this, it's not easy, especially when there is so much content which is coming out. हर दूसरे दिन एक नया शो या एक नई फिल्म आ रही है. There is so much choice. उसके बीच में to get a clutter breaker is not easy. So I think the stakes are really high.
Yeah, so by doing this, we are actually challenging ourselves.
That's true.
Yeah. See, because with box office ना, it's very clear. एक दो दिन में पता चल जाता है किधर जाने वाले हैं.
हाँ.
There are very few films जो कि धीरे धीरे लंबा खेलते हैं. एक दो दिन में पता चल जाएगा इधर के उधर. But on OTT, it's like a test match. भाई 2020 नहीं है, 5 दिन चलेगा.
हाँ.
Let's see if we can stand the test of time. तभी वो seep in करेगा. And if it works, the penetration is so deep. We all know. I mean, the shows travel like all over.
That's true. For you guys?
I think एक advantage OTT का ये है कि a person who would have not gone to the theater will watch it. वो बहुत, and there are a lot of people like that, you know, which is what is an advantage. I think the disadvantage for OTT would be that suppose you've made it for film, I mean with that kind of technical detailing, then you would expect that everybody sees it that way. Besides that, no, I mean it's good, no more people will see your film.
Yeah.
Like for this film, you know, our film Agni, we would wish that people at least watch it on their television and not on the mobile.
Like at the biggest screen
The biggest
possible.
screen
The biggest possible
Yes,
screen
sir.
for them to have a best experience
Yes.
of the film.
That's true. But अगर ये सवाल मैंने देवेंदु नहीं पूछा, आपके fans मुझे मार देंगे.
जी.
What is exactly Mirzapur the film? What changes when it goes to the film?
यार एग्जैक्टली और चेंजेस मैं नहीं बता
नहीं बता सकता।
आप फैंस
क्या
के मुझे
change
मेकर्स
क्या
मार
होगा?
देंगे अगर मैंने बता दिया तो
फिर दिव्येंदु रहेगा ही नहीं बनाने के लिए।
तो मैं आपको ये बता सकता हूँ, सबको पता है मिर्जापुर द फिल्म बन रही है। मैंने जितनी कहानी सुनी है बहुत ज़्यादा मज़ेदार है, लाइक बहुत ही ज़्यादा मज़ेदार है, लेकिन इससे ज़्यादा मैं आपको कुछ नहीं बता सकता, अपने आप को बचा सकता हूँ ये कह के मैं। हाँ यार इतना ही है, वी आर ट्राइंग टू मेक द बेस्ट एंटरटेनिंग फिल्म पॉसिबल, जो लोगों को चाहिए। कुछ प्रोजेक्ट्स होते हैं ना जो लोगों के हिसाब से बनते हैं, आई थिंक मिर्जापुर द फिल्म इज लाइक दैट, यू नो, कि जो लोगों को चाहिए लेट्स सर्व देम दैट।
तो इस आंसर के लिए मुन्ना भैया इमीडिएटली कुछ सोचे नहीं है, बताएंगे,
सोचेंगे।
ये रिलीज के अनुसार बताएंगे.
Yeah.
With that, thank you so much for the conversation
Thank
and all
you.
the best for the film.